it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. My guest today is Mel Kobayashi. Mel is a style blogger. She lives in Vancouver in Canada, and she has the most amazing approach to style and to clothing. She combines really art with culture and style, comedy, just a holistic view. Welcome, Mel.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here because, we have a very big community of women over 50, and they really, believe it or not, contrary to stereotypes, love to dress up. We love style.
That's excellent.
And
Excellent.
And in our conversation, so we've done a few videos today on different style themes and approaches. You showed us lots of great fashion.
Yeah.
But one thing that you mentioned to me was that when you started developing your style, you also started developing a walk, a way of presenting yourself. So I want you to share it with us. How do we walk and show our fashion sense?
Okay. Well, first, I call it my movie star walk.
Okay.
And it's very dependent on what I'm wearing. And the clothes communicate a certain vibe to me. And usually I have a vibe. I have a mood when I choose my clothing from the closet. But that clothing affects me after I put it on. And it took a while to create or to feel comfortable to fully express myself. But there were techniques that I used along the way to be able to do that without feeling self-conscious. So, how people would say when you walk into a room, you should just pause and look at the room. But that doesn't work if you don't know how to do it, because you would go to the room and go like this. Oh, right? It's not, no,
Where am
it's
I?
not,
What's
it's not
happening?
working.
Okay.
It's not working. Right?
All right, so you had the style, you got the clothes, and now you're trying to figure out how to show them to their best advantage in the way that they make you feel in that mood. Okay, so what do you do? You walk into the room and
well, there's a whole process before that. Like, let's say you're not feeling your most self-confident best. You don't know how to wear the clothes that you have with confidence. Finally, you've been able to put the clothes on, but you're still like, oh my God, I feel everyone's staring at me. Well, no one's looking at you, probably. No one's looking at you unless you want them to look at you. And it's a whole cycle of complimenting other people and having them compliment you back. And before long, you get used to attention, especially if you're a little more eccentric. You will get used to attention because you're kind of different. But you can shut it off too, which is interesting. So I started small with small things. Like my first pair of mustard colored tights were a breakthrough. It was like, oh my God, I'm wearing mustard tights with my dress. It was just a normal dress, but I was in that place, not expressing my full self. And then it moved up. Then the dress was matching the tights, and then the hat or the coat, and it all came together. So that was the first step. Another thing to think about is anyone can do it. So you think about a police officer, right? When you see a police officer, they're just like, they're right there, and they're intimidating, and they're trained to be that way. Like Mr. Police Officer wasn't like that in kindergarten, right? Can you imagine these guys walking around in kindergarten? They trained, they learned how to do it. It's a learned behavior, so anyone can walk like a movie star. And I figured it out through these little incremental steps of slowly wearing one outrageous piece, getting used to it, and then wearing another outrageous piece and getting used to it, and then wearing another one and getting used to it, and then getting used to people looking at you, and then getting used to how to respond. Like if people would say, oh, I love your top, I'm like, oh no, it's just a top. Oh, and now it's like, oh, thank you. It's not quite
you
like
got
that,
it.
but you embody it, right? So
all right, so the walking is really in a way dependent on the clothing. So if you're wearing, for example, that white shirt with the jacket, like the more masculine looking jacket, you might walk with that in your mind, that you're in control, right. You're more authoritative, you're whatever the stereotype is about men, right. That you want to, whatever.
I've got three basic walks
Okay.
that I feel that are most powerful to me when I'm wearing an outfit. Now I have one. It's like a wolf walk. It's the rock star walk. If I wore a black blazer with my white shirt and my big, my cool sunglasses, right? It'd be like this. And then to show you what it would be like, it'd be like this. Kind of like
You're making me move my head as well.
moving like this.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh yeah. What are you looking at? You looking at me? It's a kind of like a little bit of gangster in there, right?
So, all right, so Mel.
It'd be that movement, like that.
Okay,
Right?
got it.
There'd be another walk, which would be the movie star walk. It'd be the sultry walk. It'd be like the gangster walk with a little less of this neck action. But this isn't how I walk. This is just how I can embody the sense of the walk in this little screen I have, okay? It'd be more like this. Kind of like that.
I
Okay?
like that
I don't know. I hope I can.
No, this is
feel
good.
really
By the way,
stupid
Mel,
doing it.
okay, I'm gonna say something here. You should actually record a little video because I know you've got some on your website that just shows us these moves. Because I mean, and by the way, folks, if you're watching this and you think that Mel should do a video on her blog showing us the walks, the rock star, the sultry, and what was the next? Anyway, put it in the comment section below. Okay, go ahead, Mel. Third one.
No pressure. No pressure.
No, you should do it. It was because it's hard to see, but we can get the eyes.
Yeah, I know. It would help if there were legs involved in my walk demonstration. Right?
But we get
the
it.
The next one is like a Betty Boop or Marilyn Monroe in a flirty little part walk. It's more like, and you can see her pencil skirt just hugging her hips and her bum, just so.
You've got the shoulders to do that kind of stuff. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, it's just like, and you can see the men on the sidelines going, I can't whistle, but
in your mind you see that.
Yeah, in my mind, and you're just like, now I wouldn't walk like this, but I would do the Mel translation of that walk, and for all of these things I've shown you, right? I would do the Mel translation. It'd just be a little more subtle. Sometimes I'll do the full on,
But you make faces. You like to make faces, and
I love making faces.
And that's part of you, isn't it?
It is. No one ever taught me not to make faces, so I'm making faces. Like, no one ever said, stop being so exaggerated in your face. No one ever taught me that. So, that's what I do.
So the walk really is the clothes, the mental attitude that goes behind the movement, and then there's of course the eyes and the lips and the facial. So it's like a whole thing.
Yes, and I wrote this out for you, and I've broken it down into these words.
Okay.
Oh, it's backwards for you.
Go disco. Go
disco.
Yeah.
Go means go put on something fabulous. That's the first step.
Okay.
A small thing. Start with a small thing.
Okay.
Tights. I always go to the tights.
Okay.
Dis is distract yourself. Look at other people. Look at people around you. Stop thinking about your tights. You're obsessed with your tights because you feel out of your comfort zone. Stop thinking about it. No one's looking at you, but you want to look at other people and you want to compliment other people to take your mind off your freaking tights. So you want to take the energy out. Okay. So that's a go, distract, and co is confidence, because after you go, one little bit by one little bit, you're going to develop this amazing confidence, and that's when you walk in the room. You walk in the room and you pause and you survey the room, and then you sail into the room, right? Yeah. Now, I've never really tried that. Well, a little bit I have, but everyone's so busy, they don't even see you, right? So whatever, but it's fun to think, what if it was? What if it was, right?
It kind of mentally prepares you, though, for then how you're going to engage with people in a room, because I think that's a really, that strategy of switching the lens from yourself to other people, complimenting them for getting whatever the item is that you put on that was a little bit, it's just that doing something different that really gives you a bit of a rebel, it's okay to be a rebel. It's okay to be something that people wouldn't associate with you, and it's like,
Yes.
whoa, is that Mel or is that Margaret? Wow, that's kind of interesting.
What's she doing
One of
with
those
her
types,
neck?
but that's really cool that she feels like confident to do it. I like that, you know.
And another secret about this is after you get that confidence and you've decked yourself in whatever your whimsy, wherever it has taken you, you know, whatever movies you have channeled through those, you know, character kernels in your body, wherever you've gone, you can go back and wear a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and you've still got that. And people will still pay attention to you. You know, you can walk in a coffee shop in a t-shirt and jeans, and it's like the police officer. They've got that presence, and that presence will stay with you no matter what you're wearing. And it's not anything you're born with. It's not, you know, it's not a secret. It's something anyone can do, and it's just so empowering. It's very empowering. So I encourage it.
I love it. I really love it. And I think that we may just find parts of ourselves that we didn't know existed, and that, you know, something magical comes out.
Yeah, and just play, you know. And the thing is, it's not hard. The way you get to that point is by playing. How horrible is that? You know?
And we did it when we were little kids. Do you remember? We used to put little dresses on and dress up, and we used to just be totally into that, letting the different characters, that multifaceted you come out.
Yeah, and we put on, you know, our mother's makeup and just like garishly, and it was so much fun. I still do it sometimes, the garish part, but it's just having a blast. It's just enjoying, you know, the smallest thing you can, because why not? Yeah.
Look, we've got, I don't know how many thousands of people are going to watch this video, and I'd like you to, in just a few words, to encourage, just to say like a final word to women in their 60s who are just uncertain about their style, they're lacking confidence to get out there and really express themselves. What would you say?
I would say start small, have a blast, invite your friends over for a night of dress up, put your wigs on, put your feather boas.
I love it.
Put your feather boas on, and just you know, no one's gonna see you at home. Watch a movie, watch Ab Fab, okay, and have a martini, and enjoy the small things that you have.
Well,
enjoy the small things.
You look fabulous. I am totally inspired. I'm going out, tomorrow to buy myself a boa. It'll be pink. But thank you so much, Mel. You're fabulous. It's been wonderful to talk with you, and I'm really, really happy that we had a chance to talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I had such a good time talking to you. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.